Throughout the course of this show, though, we are mixing in your top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now. Is he elite enough to make that company?
Absolutely. Now, right now, I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins. He's so consistent, great hands, the best hands of all these wide receivers. DK Metcalf is just a physical freak. You don't want to jam him. You don't want to try to get tied up with him, although Jalen Ramsey did a wonderful job. Davante Adams, he's Mr. Consistent. He's a big physical wide receiver. You see him stepping up. Stephon Diggs, he continues that. I mean, the way he's playing like he's the best wide receiver in the National Football League. And Tyreek Hill, what defensive back doesn't go to bed at night thinking about him and how the heck we're going to stop this guy because he's so fast? But, I mean, there's a lot of guys that should be honorable mention. Robert Woods is fantastic. Kenny Golladay, Tyler Boyd, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Mike Evans. I mean, there's so many really good wide receivers in this league. But I only had to pick 5. And, DeAndre Hopkins, after that performance and his consistency, he's the best wide receiver in the National Football League.
Yeah, wow. And he's been doing it for a long, long time. Like, I feel like he's one of those guys that's just starting to get his due respect. DK Metcalf has had just a wild rise. He's just kind of rocket shipped right to the top. Which kind of receiver, though, scared you most? Because, I mean, you played the secondary in the NFL for a long, long time. Was there a certain type of receiver? You mentioned Tyreek, keeping guys up at night. Was there a certain kind, speed, size? What was it that was like, I hope we don't have to see that this Sunday?
So I'm going to name you 2 guys, Jack, and that's a really good question. And DK Metcalf, okay? Big, tall, big, strong, physical guy. And Tyreek Hill, right? Just a fast guy. Who am I more afraid of? I'm more afraid of Tyreek Hill. I'm more afraid of Tyreek Hill because he's just so fast and he puts so much pressure on you, and his routes are excellent routes. Like, he'll act like he's going across the field and he'll bend you all the way back, and before you know it, you're not keeping up with a guy that can run a 4.3, 4.2. I mean, he just puts so much pressure on a deep part of the field. But let me just say this about DeAndre Hopkins, Jack. For so many years, and you probably remember this, for so many years, DeAndre Hopkins had to play with backup quarterbacks, subpar quarterbacks. He was still putting up numbers. He was still going to the Pro Bowl. We were still saying, like, how the heck is this guy putting up these numbers with these quarterbacks? Then one quarterback would get hurt. Then they'll go sign another one. And like, where the heck they get this guy? But D-Hop, nothing changed. He never complained. He never said anything. All he did is go out there and play football. But yet, when it was time for the Houston Texans to take care of him, they didn't want to take care of him. They traded the best wide receiver in the National Football League to the Arizona Cardinals. And look what the Arizona Cardinals are doing, and look at what the Houston Texans are doing.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.